Ireland, a nation with 5.1 million people, is classified as one of the richest countries in the world. But just how rich is Ireland, and what makes its economy pop? Well, let's find out. Welcome to Why is Ireland so rich? Ireland's economy is almost $600 billion in size, which makes it the 26th largest in the world. This is crazy for a country home to just 5.1 million people, and technically means it's larger than Singapore's, Austria's, and even Nigeria's respective economies, a country home to more than 220 million people. This high GDP figure translates into a per capita figure of $114,000, significantly higher than the USA's, and only behind Luxembourg. However, the growth of Ireland's GDP is the subject of much debate. This is because it is heavily distorted by the presence of over 1,500 multinational corporations and the transfers of their intangible assets to Ireland. This has been known to skew Ireland's GDP figure higher, and in fact, if you look at individual consumption across the EU in purchasing power parity, Ireland ranks below the EU average, according to Eurostat, adding to the mystery about the Irish economy these days. However, one area where Ireland has greatly improved has been in its labour market. You see, it might be a surprise to some, but just over 10 years ago, Ireland's unemployment rate was 16%, as the country suffered from a housing bubble that burst and the Eurozone crisis that followed. Since the crisis though, Ireland's unemployment rate has dropped drastically to below 4%, on par with the USA and the UK, as the economy has been a little job-creating machine, aiding private consumption within the country. So, today, Ireland's economy might have recovered from a crisis and have some dubious GDP numbers, but what pushes it to grow? Let's take a look. But before we do, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and comment an Irish flag down in the comment section below. Your support is appreciated. Okay, on with the video. Like all high-income economies, the service sector is by far the most important sector to Ireland's economy. Over 65% of its GDP derives from it. The elephant in the room, of course, is the large multinational companies with bases in Ireland. Together, they employ around 1 in 4 Irish workers in the private sector, and in 2016, just the top 20 multinationals paid 50% of all corporate tax in Ireland. An example of just how influential these multinationals have become in the Irish economy. These multinationals have had positive impacts on the economy. A report from the OECD released in 2019 showed that Ireland's labour productivity had now grown to be the highest in all of Europe, with foreign entities growing productivity at a rate 4 times faster than domestic firms. But of course, this growth is also thanks to 2 other strong features of the Irish economy. One, its educated workforce. Ireland's economy has one of the highest rates of people having university degrees. This helps ensure firms find the workers it needs to perform on average higher value tasks. Not to mention, being an English-speaking country in Europe can help attract educated workers from the rest of the continent as well. 2. Secondly, Ireland has a very friendly business environment. Corporation tax is low, among the lowest in Europe at 12.5%, although this specifically isn't why US multinationals choose Ireland as a base, but that's another story. Ireland ranks 3rd on the Index of Economic Freedom, only behind Singapore and Switzerland, showing that Ireland's economy is very open for the Irish within the country, as well as for foreign entities looking to invest inwards. It is ultimately these 2 factors that push Ireland's economy into the future on a more solid footing, explaining why Ireland is so rich. Now it's over to you. Do you think Ireland is on the right track to become a more prosperous economy? Or is it just some tax haven in disguise? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to see more of my content as and when it comes out. Otherwise, take care. Bye.